What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. I'm back, John the Don. We got a new channel name, a new set of new videos. Everything's a new season. Well, I got some reactions and some cool videos for traveling for you guys. So let's get into it. And don't forget, y'all, hit the like and subscribe button. We're about to get into it. Okay, let's cue the intro.
¿Qué lo que, soy el rey de Zamapón y si me encuentro otro palomo te lo cacho, me la luco al otro día el ego que estaba borracho. No te puedo la cotorra, me tiran los carapachos, doy el break que me lo mame, prendo un blon y la despacho. Tú eres rey de esta popola.
So guys, today I got a really good one for you, and I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I've had so much going on. I'm about to graduate from college. That I've been at my job for about 2 years now. I'm going into my 3rd year. I just haven't really had a lot of time to make videos, you know. I gained some weight. You know, it was a lot for me to kind of handle over these past years, especially with me being in the Dominican Republic and trying to adjust being back to the United States. But I am going back to the DR in May, so stay tuned for those videos. But today's video we're going to be reacting to from YouTube channel Ronin the Traveler. Why do Dominican women always ask you for money? Let's get into it.
Hello, gay. It is the one and only Ronin the Traveler. Man, got a good question from a brother. Just left La Romana. He say, Ronin, I just met one of the most beautiful women I've ever had. I spent so much time with her. She's great. The chemistry was crazy. But 2 weeks in, I'm got back to the United States. Her grandmother's sick. Her phone broke. The rent is due.
Damn.
And why is she asking me for so much money? Is she using me, or is this Dominican culture? Brother, I'm gonna answer you without, because it's not all women, but we gotta understand reality versus fantasy. Gotta understand the system. So many people get played. I'm gonna give you like 5 reasons I think that this happened, because it's true, man. A lot of women now are asking for money. There's not everybody. But let's get into number 1, man. Economic reality. Bruh, this is one of the most important parts that cats don't understand coming from the West, especially the United States. You don't know how good we have it in the United States. You just don't understand this until you leave the United States. A lot of guys, weekend warriors, they're not here like that. They're not living that life. Like, experiencing living in a Dominican barrio changed me forever. I'm so thankful that I got a chance to experience living with real Dominicans. At first, I only stayed in tourist areas. I thank God I got to experience. Same thing happened to me in Mexico. But look, first, man, let's deal with the cold, hard truth. The average, most Dominicans, money, they don't make over $300 a month. Some make more. My girl makes more. And I'm gonna take it from a woman's perspective. Men can be even worse. Look, the average chick that got a job, either she working at some restaurant, she's working in some salon, some nail shop, and they not making that much money. $300, $375. Look, one of the coldest chicks I met. Now look, she was a pocket stinger. She was begging me a lot. I like this woman a whole bunch. Can't lie to you. I'm just like, man, I was feeling her. But she was tearing my pockets up. And I didn't know no better, because at the time YouTube wasn't as big when I first came. I met this girl, man. She was making $75 per week washing hair at her aunt's place. When I met her, this chick, long hair down her back, looking like a real Indian. So I was definitely feeling her. First thing she started hitting me, Poppy, can you give me this? Can you give me that? I throw her a few dollars, but it never stopped. So
All right, so here's my personal opinion when dealing with women. It doesn't have to be specifically in the Dominican Republic, but because I have a lot of experience there, we're going to focus on that. You set your ceiling. You always set your ceiling with the female that you're dealing with. Once you set the ceiling, she will not go over the ceiling unless you allow her to. So let's just say you're talking to a girl. You met her on Tinder. Y'all matched. She's cool. She's fucking with you. You like her vibe. You're telling her, hey, I'm going to be there in like 2 months. We should link up. Okay. Here's the biggest problem. When you get to know a girl before you travel and you've been talking for that period of time, expectations come along with that. So if you're going to be sitting there talking to her for 2 months, I'm telling you, she's going to be expecting something. Women from the Dominican Republic, they know that you're American. They know that you got money. They know that you have means to pay for something. And if they're talking to you for that amount of time, they expect you to be willing to pay for something. And it might start off like something small, like, hey, and they usually do it like this. They'll just throw it on you, something light. Like, I was thinking about getting my nails done. Or I was thinking about going to get my hair done, but I don't have any money. And then it's like, well, what are you going to say? Like, oh, okay, cool. Well, sorry that happened to you. Nope, she's expecting you to be willing to pay, to be willing to put something towards that. So you have to understand, okay, well, look, babe, I'm going to send you the money. I'm going to send you something. How much do you think it usually costs? She's probably going to say a bigger number than she actually needs because she wants to say, well, maybe I'll buy a set of ASO when I'm there. Maybe I'll ask them to add a color. Maybe I'll do my nails. So she's going to say a higher number. But you always have your number set for when you're ready to give her the money. I've made this very clear to people. Like, one of the biggest mistakes you can be doing is talking to girls when you're not in the country. It's different if y'all met in person or if y'all have a sexual past, something like that. Then that gives you reason to be speaking to them. But finding girls on Tinder, Dominican Cupid, stuff like that, it just wastes your time because all they're going to do is ask you for money throughout that period until you arrive. And then, like I said, you set this expectation before you even met in person. So now when you meet her in person, she's expecting you to keep up that same momentum and do more. Because now she's actually in your presence. Now she's actually had sex with you. So if somebody says like, hey, let me get 50, I'm going to send them 40. If they say, let me get 40, I might send them 20. It depends. But you have to know how to manage that. Because once you set that ceiling, if you start to go under that, and that's the most she's ever gotten from you, she's going to start to get upset with you. The same thing happened to my homeboy. He gave a girl like $700 after only giving her $20, $40 here and there. That set the new ceiling. And when he didn't go back to that, she started to switch up on him. And that's just how a lot of these females are.
That's the first reality, man. Once you might think a person is begging you, but it's a survival thing. And the Dominican Republic has come a long way. They're building infrastructure is awesome. The country is one of my favorite spots, man. But women, not just in DR, but I've dealt with women in other Latin countries just the same way, man. They're doing, because this goes into point two. The target on your back. As a foreigner, when you land in Santo Domingo, one of these places, you're not just a man. You represent resource. It's just what it is. It's an economic reality. And here's what I started seeing. It's not just weekend warriors. They play a part, and they come there and they buying all kind of stuff. They're spending money, and I think about it. But I saw it even with Dominicans from the United States. So I saw this happen with my girl's family. Her family came from New Jersey, and they came to Puerto Plata, and they were balling so hard. Rented Cadillac trucks. They rented everything I even thought they had money. I was with them. We in the club with them. They're throwing up bottles. And I asked one of the guys what he did, and he told me he worked at the post office. Damn. They were just on that weekend warrior thing too. So they train their family members to think they have so much money. So when a person hears United States, they automatically think money. And this is just how we are, because we do have a lot of money. We're rich. Like, listen, if you come to the United States, even at United States poverty level, you rank in the top 1 to 5% of the world's wealth. You're so much richer than everybody else. Now, we complain, America racist, and that's true, but you're the richest group of people on the planet, damn near. This is real. I'm talking about per capita. You're some of the richest people on the planet. So that's that number 2, man. That target.
I will say this. I do feel like Americans, we tend to forget how much more we have than the rest of the world. You know, we're sitting over here complaining about our oil going up to $4 a gallon for gas. And there's kids who are in Gaza, you know, they can't even wake up and have a normal day without feeling like they might step on a landmine or be attacked by a foreign country. So I think, like, as Americans, we tend to forget how blessed we are. I do agree with that. But still, bro, I don't believe in simping at all. Like, no simps at all. I'm not saying you gotta be like some red pill asshole or anything like that, but I don't believe that you should be giving women your money for no fucking reason. Like, she gotta earn that. Like, I've been with my girlfriend for about a year, you know. It gradually grew into me giving her things, you know. Our most recent purchase I bought was like a MacBook I bought for her. Because she's been taking her English classes and studying and stuff. So, you know, I wanted her to have a computer so she could use that. You know, I help pay her rent, you know. But realistically, if she ever asked me, like, John, give me like $700 or give me like $800, give me $1,000, something like that. That ain't happening. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. You can't trust a person who's never seen that amount of money with that amount of money, because a lot of thoughts go through their head, and you kind of put that in there when you do stuff like that. So, in my opinion, nah. Keep your generosity to a level, to a extent. You know, treat her good, of course, but you gotta be careful. You know. I think that here's my thing about a lot of these like passport guys, these gurus or whatever. And no slight to Ronin or anything like that. I don't really got a problem with him. It's just, I think a lot of these guys have been in the DR for so long, they've kind of like lost touch with reality. At the end of the day, if you wouldn't do it for an American girl, like if an American girl hit you up and asked you to pay for her nails and this and that, and y'all haven't even met or had sex before, and you know you would say no if an American girl did it, then it doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't do it when a Dominican girl does it. Because at the end of the day, it's the same shit. She's just in a foreign country. And I don't trust her any more than I trust the American girl. Girls know, like, you could be in a relationship with a woman and not know she's cheating on you, bro. For like a year. You could literally be with this girl for a year and not know for a year that the whole time she was fucking somebody else, bro. Like, you can't trust women these days. It's really hard. You gotta let that gradually build into it. But when I make these videos, you know, I make it for my generation, millennials, even for you Gen Zers who are thinking about traveling and going to foreign countries, bro. Bro, a lot of these girls, they're just not for you. They're for the moment. Enjoy them while you're there. You're on vacation. You're gone for 10 days. Forget about the United States. You know, have a good time. Meet a girl. Have a great experience. You know, go do fun activities you usually wouldn't do. But when you get back on the plane and go back home, I would leave that there. Because she can't promise you anything. You can't promise her anything. It's hard keeping a relationship. Even for me, I'm dating a girl who lives in a foreign country. Luckily, the foreign country isn't that far from where I live. I live in Atlanta. She lives in the Dominican Republic. So we're not that far away from each other. But imagine if you were dating a girl in Thailand, or a girl in Brazil, or a girl in Italy. You know, it's a lot for you to be doing all that. I would say when you're on vacation, enjoy it. But once the vacation is over, come back to reality. End of story.
Get on your back, everybody's going to think that you have money. You know, next thing, just the point 3. I'm going to give you 5 points of why this kind of happens. And just trying to go through this, man. I like to give you brothers a little game. Here's the trap most men fall into. When you spend $100 because you want to be a good guy. I'm talking about spending $100 on her. You want to be a provider. You're showing that you don't mind spending money. Man, that woman sees that, and what happened? Emergencies don't stop. In fact, they multiply. Like, next thing you know, the cousin need medicine, the motor broke, the roof's leaking, and because you paid the first time, you trained her that you're going to answer the solution all the time. Man, listen to me.
That's what I mean. Guys create their own problems because now you're training her brain to think whenever I need something, he has to provide. And if he doesn't, then there's something wrong. The relationship's not serving me. Because sometimes I hear this, and not just from foreign women, just women in general. I'm investing my time into you. Well, I mean, bitch, we're investing our time into each other. What do you mean? It's not just a one-sided thing. But some women feel like, hey, if I'm texting you back, if I'm messaging you, if we're communicating on the regular, that is me showing you that I'm interested. And you should, in turn, show your interest by doing things for me. And that's not right. That's not how relationships work. You're pretty much telling me you want a transactional relationship. Now, there's nothing wrong with if you're a man who wants to be a provider and you want to show her that you care about her and everything, go for it. I have no issue with that at all. If you feel like that girl deserves it and she did everything she was supposed to in the relationship, then go ahead and do it. But understand, you're training your girl to think anytime I need something, I can get it from him. And that's not the way it works. She's got to learn to fend for herself. Like, she was taking care of herself in that barrio before you were in her life. So what changed? All of a sudden she don't know how to take care of herself? That's not how life works. So she has to be able to keep a job, take care of her things. You help her with the important things when it's time to. She needs help with rent, help her with rent. She asks you to pay for her nails every once in a while. But she should also have money to pay for those things for herself. That's the most important thing. And I think a lot of guys, they fail there. Our generation is just, a lot of guys are fucking simps. Stop simping over women from foreign countries. You look like a bitch. And then when you start acting like, oh, well, you're not texting me as much as you used to, and we're not communicating, but you're still asking me for things, and you start giving her all this logic as to why she's doing this and that, and just being a woman in general, you're just going to push her away because you made yourself look like a bitch. Let's continue.
Clearly, at this point, you're not the boyfriend no more. You become the bill. Like, you represent the electric company. I told you this first at the beginning, what happened to me with the girl with the thing. Like, anytime something happened, Bobby, can you help me? And ain't nothing like a beautiful woman pouting to you to get you the simp tails. Next thing you know, you're sending money. So I learned to say no, but I'm going to get to that later on. But just because they know that you
learn to say no, no matter what. Learn to fucking say no, bro. Baby, can you send me? No. Baby, I have to know. Baby, I was at the hospital. No. And if she stops texting you, fuck that bitch. Because you know why? It's a fucking island with millions of people on it. I promise you the gene pool's not that distinct. They're all Dominicans. You will find a bitch that looks just like her living 30 miles in the other direction. Or a girl who kind of has the same body type as her living 2 miles down the road. I'm telling you, bro. There's no point because you will always be able to find something else.
You can do it. You start doing it before you know it, man. You're not the boyfriend, man. You just become the Western Union poppy. You know what I'm saying? And people starts to take advantage of that. You know, it starts to happen. And it goes into point 4. Point 4 is, helping versus funding. Now, am I saying not to help women? Hell no. I'm not a pocket watcher, not a deep police. You can take your money and set it on fire if you want. But there's nothing wrong with helping people. But there's a difference between helping and funding. Helping has an end date. Funding is forever. And this is what I learned from the chick that was washing hair. You send money every Friday. You ain't dating her. You become a subscription. She became like Netflix to me. I was sending her a few dollars every Friday, every this, every that. And once you stop paying her, watch how fast love turns into an attitude, which brings me into point 5. If you want to know a woman just using you, do the test. You say, what's the test? What's the test, Ronin? The test is, this will see you, the woman rocking with you. Tell her as no. The next time she asks you for something small, like $50 for her nail, pay her phone, whatever, tell her no. Don't be mean. Just say, things tight right now, baby. The budget is tight, and watch the energy. Then you will see how she sees you.
But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see the rest of it, you can check it on Ronin's channel. But yeah, bro, this is just one of those things. I tell you, it's like he said, it's like a subscription pretty much, because every week, every 2 weeks, whatever, you're sending her this money, and the moment that you stop doing it, she's out. And I think that this is not something that's exclusive to Dominican women. I think it's just exclusive to women in general, when they view you in a way of financial security. So if someone is relying on you financially to assist them with their day-to-day things that they got going on, and then you pull back and they expect you to, or I guess when you pull back, you're expecting her to just kind of be like, okay, that's fine. It is what it is. They can't accept that. They won't accept it. They don't want to, because they feel like, well, damn, I am in a relationship with you. You were paying this. Like, what changed? And now I guess I'm going to have to go find it from somewhere else. And that's the problem. I can never be somebody who says that dating American women and dating foreign women, there's a huge difference, because there truly isn't. Maybe culturally there is, but as far as the nature of a woman, it doesn't change. It's still the same. And you really gotta find a chick who fucks with you and understands, like, I can't. I got my own shit going on. Bro, I've had plenty of arguments, plenty of conversations with past relationships with girls where they show you their true colors if they really fuck with you or not. And you really gotta accept that, hey, if she really cared about me and it was about us and our growth, she would understand, hey, I can't do this right now. But if she's giving you shit about it and she just genuinely won't let up, it's because she don't really care about you. And I know so many guys that fall into that trap. As far as dating the DR, you think you're doing something, you're being a gentleman by giving her money. Pedro and Rafael and Alejandro, they didn't pay for that. They got that pussy for free. They hit that box for free. So why should you? What's the difference between you and them? You like them more than you like me? I don't understand. Why did they get to hit it for free, but I gotta pay for it? Why, as soon as I stop doing what you want me to do, you stop giving me sex? I don't understand. You stop giving me attention. So, man, fuck all that, bro. That's why I still tell people, look, if you're looking for a group that you can join with like-minded individuals, men who are just trying to grow and become better, you're interested in learning how to trade, you're interested in learning how to build your credit, you're interested in learning how to plan trips with individuals who also have things going on in their lives, business-oriented, and just build like a nice network, you guys should come and join the WhatsApp group. Please come and check us out. You guys will enjoy us. I'll link that right now, and I'll link it in the description. But you guys should come and join it. Like I said, we call it Bitches Beyond Borders. Who knows? I might change it right now. I might change it later on in the future. I don't know. But come there. We're growing the channel. From the previous channel, I had to let that one go. So we got a new channel now, and a new WhatsApp group. So I hope to build that so you guys can really build a community together, but if you guys please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.